Hey guys, happy Sunday. I hope everyone is having a great weekend. It's almost over. It's Sunday. It's about, what, 4:30 right now. And I wanted to just kind of give you guys an update on what's going on with me, with Cody and everyone. Cody's actually next to me laying on his back right down here. It's so cute. I wish my phone is like in the tripod. I wish I could show you guys, but he's like on his back, all four legs are straight up in the air. He didn't want to stay in his area today. It's cooled off so much. The weather, oh, it dropped like, what is it? Okay, it was like 110, went down to like the low 70s. Right today, it's back up a little bit, back up to like mid 80s, which is amazing. Like, oh, it's just a relief. So I don't have the air conditioning on. So Cody he's likes to hang out in here more now that the AC is off. So yeah, and while I'm giving you guys an update, I thought, let me just pull out my blanket, because on the last thing I uploaded a while ago, I was frogging it back, taking out the pink, because I ran out of the pink, and then I went to Michael's to get some, but they were sold out. And I know I could have ordered it online or even gone to like the other Michael's that was just a little bit farther, but I wasn't in the mood. So I just frogged it back, and I'm like, I'll just go back to my original pattern and just have 5 rows of pink and then 10 rows of this color, or however many rows I get before running out. We'll see. So yeah, so I'm just gonna sit here, crochet on this, and chat with you guys. So Cody has had a pretty bad setback. He's fine. He's okay. He's gonna be okay. He's right next to me. He's gonna be He's gonna be okay. But it has kind of gotten me kind of upset and just worried. So what happened? He was supposed to have his last splint change this Saturday. So yesterday. I had been taking him either every Monday or every Tuesday, but after Labor Day, since the vet was closed, that got pushed back to the Tuesday. And then the next one, it should have been like on the, around the Tuesday. He could have had it off like last Tuesday, but I was back to work, and the vet was like, it's fine, you can just bring him in on Saturday. It won't be, I was kind of a little bit worried, like, keeping it on an extra couple of days, would that make a difference? And the vet was like, no, it's fine. It's not like you're leaving it on for like weeks or anything. It's just a couple of days. So yeah, so I scheduled the appointment for Saturday morning. I was going to be there at 9:30. Everything had been going pretty good. This last splint, yeah, it was the red one. Not really anything different. I mean, it seemed normal. But around Tuesday, that day he should have got his splint off, he started walking a little bit different. And honestly, this whole time, the walk had been a little bit different for a while, like a couple days even before that, but it wasn't massive. All the other splints, when he walked, I call him his little peg leg, because he would tap his foot the whole time he was walking. And, I have hard floors in here. There's carpets for him, but, they're hardwood floors. So whenever he walks across them, I hear his little tap, 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 which, it had been like that the entire time he's had the splint. And, I liked it because I kind of just knew if he was up in the middle of the night, I knew he was up. But he was not tapping nearly as much with this last splint. And I was just like, it's the last splint. His leg is just about healed. So I was like, it's just his leg is healed. So that's why he's probably not doing it. And on Tuesday, that afternoon, he really changed up his walk. Like, he wasn't tapping at all. Like, he wasn't, like, it wasn't like, I wasn't like worried. I wasn't like, oh, there's something wrong with his leg. I just could see he was walking a little bit differently. And I thought, at that point, I'm like, his leg is completely healed. The break in it, the breaks and all of that, completely healed. So that's why he's walking different. So I didn't think anything of it. So yeah, so he just continued on. He was acting fine. He wasn't like acting like pain. He's been eating. He's been playing. Like nothing changed. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'll just take him on Saturday, and get the splint off, and that'll be it for this. And I had said a while ago that I was gonna kind of miss Cody being in the splint, just because I like that he's always in my room. All the cats come in here, but they're in and out. But Cody is with me the entire time, and part of me was like, "Oh, I'm gonna miss that a little bit." I shouldn't have said that. That was a mistake to say. I should not have made that statement, because I took him to the vet. Got there 9:30. There were a few other cats in there, a few other dogs, and so I waited, maybe 5 minutes before the vet could see me. And yeah, so I was just sitting there with Cody. I was on my phone playing a game, and vet comes out. He takes Cody's carrier, takes him back to the room, and he's like, just give us a few minutes, we'll have this off. And I'm like, yep, no problem. And I'm just sitting there playing my game, and about 5 minutes goes by again, and I'm like, okay, whatever. They're taking off the splint, maybe doing x-rays, I don't know. They're just, whatever needs to be done. And then about 10 minutes goes by, and I'm like, it should be done pretty soon. And then it gets to about 15. And I'm starting to worry then, because for the other splint change, when I stayed there, they had been like, I would go back home. But for the last one, they're like, he's so good, we'll do it right now. We're not going to sedate him or anything. And they hadn't been sedating him for the others either, because he was such a good kitty. He's so mild that they could just put the splint on with no problem. So when they put the splint on the last time I was there, they were done in like 5 minutes. Like, it was so quick. So when this one was taking a little bit longer just to take off the splint, I was a little bit worried, because I don't know, it was just taking too long. But I'm like, it is the last one. They probably have to check his leg. They have to make sure everything's fine. I mean, they're not going to just take it off and like, immediately, hand it back. They need to check. So after about 15 minutes, the vet comes back out, and he doesn't have the carrier, which kind of was like, uh-oh, well, where's Cody? And he's like, okay, we took off the splint, but there is a problem. And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, he saw that I was panicking. So he's like, it's okay. It's not major. It's something we can correct. But what happened is one of the pins that's holding, I guess, part of the metal in Cody's leg actually shifted. And it didn't like just shift, but when it shifted, it actually created a wound. So I guess the pin has pushed through Cody's leg, and it's sticking out, I guess. And Cody has a pretty bad sore on his leg. And yeah, so before, the vet is like, we need to contact the ortho surgeon before we, make any decision about what to do, because the ortho surgeon is the one who did the procedure. So the vet was like, hey, we need to contact him. But this is Saturday, so the surgeon doesn't normally work on Saturdays, but, the vet called him and, was going to get into contact with them and let me know. So in the meantime, he's like, I've wrapped up his leg and, given him, I guess antibiotics or whatever to make sure like he doesn't get infected. And he's like, go ahead and take him home and just make sure, that he doesn't try to take off the, the wrap on his leg, because, there's no splint or anything. It's just it's just a wrap, a bandage. And I took Cody home and was feeling pretty worried. Like, I don't know what Cody's leg actually looks like. I don't want to see, because I know it's going to upset me even more. But yeah, I think Cody basically has a really bad open sore on his leg. And yeah, so I took him home, and the vet was telling me, hey, as soon as I can get into contact with the surgeon, I'll let you know and see what he says to do. So the vet is so close to me. Like, it takes me like less than 5 minutes to get to my vet. So I go back home, and a few minutes, about 30 minutes later, the vet calls me and they're like, can you bring Cody? No, they're like asking, I know this is last minute, but can you bring Cody back one more time? Because we want to do some more x-rays so the surgeon can really like decide what we need to do. So I took him right back and they did the other x-rays. And then they were like, we'll forward these to you. We probably won't be able to get back to you until Monday, but just keep watching Cody, making sure he doesn't take off the bandage. And yeah, they called me later that day around, I guess, 4 p.m. And they're like, they let me know that, hey, they've spoken with the surgeon. The surgeon has reviewed everything, all the pictures, all the x-rays. And what has to be done is the pin that's causing the issue has to be removed. So Cody has to have another surgery on his leg. And that just, I don't know, that just was not the news that I was hoping. I took him that morning expecting that this entire procedure would be over. And now realizing that it's starting again. So he is going to have another surgery on his leg now to remove one of the metal pieces in his leg. Yeah, so that was not the news I was hoping for. It really kind of just, it bummed me out. Like I was not feeling great after that. The vet was saying, and the surgeon, they're like, the chances of this happening are low. The chances of the pin shifting like this, it's about a 5% chance that this would happen. And I'm like, wow, 5% chance, and it happened. I can't believe that. But yeah, so Cody's surgery is scheduled for tomorrow, Monday morning at super early before 8 a.m. I have to get to work. I have to start my work. So the vet is wonderful, and they're like, knowing I told him, I was like, I have to take off from work, but I'll get him there. But the vet was like, no, just we'll get here early and we'll be here early, so before you start work, I could bring him. So amazing vet. They're gonna open up early for me to bring Cody so I can get the surgery done tomorrow morning. So that means no food or water after 10 p.m. tonight. So he has to go on an empty stomach, which again, he's not going to be happy about because, sorry, I don't know. I'm crocheting, but I'm not staying in frame. I'm not where I normally sit because I'm in the same area, but I'm just scooted a little bit more over because Cody's down here and he's scooching closer and closer to me. Such a sweet boy. But yeah, so tomorrow morning I'm going to get up nice and early and take him to the vet. I don't know what time I'm going to pick him up. I'm guessing I'm probably going to wait until I'm like done with work and, go pick him up then. I do have my lunch break. I could go pick him up, but I don't think he'll be done by the time I pick him up because he's going to be under anesthesia. So that usually whenever they go under anesthesia, it's, it's later in the day that I have to pick him up. So yeah, I did not expect this to happen. Did not think that I was going to be dealing with a completely new surgery. I thought Cody was healed up and he was going to be downstairs back to his normal self. But yeah, so we're going to be roommates with Cody for some more time. One positive about this, I mean, if there can be a positive, is when they were telling me that, we're going to have to do the surgery again, or not the same surgery again, but it's another surgery. I've already paid a lot for Cody, basically over $6,000 in vet bills, and you guys have donated so much to help me, and I appreciate that so much. But I was like, how much more is this going to cost? And of course I have to get it done. He's my cat. I love him so much, and I'll do whatever I have to do to get it done. But I was like, how much are they going to charge this time? So I'm like asking, I'm like, okay, I can bring him in, and I'm like, and I was like, and how much is the the cost for this procedure? And the vet's like, it's paid for because this is a complication of the original surgery, so you don't pay again. I'm like, what? So I don't have to pay for this surgery. It's included in the cost that I already paid. And yeah, so my vet's wonderful. I mean, wonderful. And the reason that Cody has so many vet bills, it's because the whole incident happened at when he fell and got his leg stuck on that bookshelf and broke it. It was at 2 in the morning. And I didn't know how bad his leg was broken at the time. It found out it was broken horribly. But I had to go to the emergency vet first. And part of me was kind of wondering, like, should I try to wait until the morning? But I was worried that he was going to be in too much pain. So I went to that first emergency vet, which I mean, I'm happy, I guess I went because I got the pain medicine, I got the x-rays done, but it was the emergency vet was just very expensive and it didn't do anything pretty much to solve the problem. I mean, I got the x-rays, I got pain medicine, but it was just a lot of money for not much to happen. So kind of bummed about that. I just really wish I could have been able to take Cody straight to my vet because I would have had a lot less vet bills, you know. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm just grateful at this point that you guys, when I just didn't know what to do, you guys donated to me, helped me, supported my shop, and just helped me get the money to be able to, because I put everything on my credit card because I mean, I didn't have, I didn't have $6,000 laying around. So, I put everything on a credit card and I'm like, I'll just figure out what to do next after that. And you guys donated and just allowed me to be able to make my credit card payments and just get through it. But yeah, and Cody, Cody's walking around. You know what? Cody needs to make an appearance. Come on, Cody. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Come back. Oh. All right. Okay. This is Cody boy. So you can see his little, I don't know if I can hold him up to see his leg. His leg looks so tiny to me now that he's been in the cast so long. He was sitting next to me and then he decided that he wants to go out the room and he's not allowed to. Yeah, so this is Cody boy. He wanted to come in and say thank you to you guys because he knows how much you guys helped him. So he's like, I gotta come and say hi and let everyone know how much I love them and thank them so much for what they did to me. But yeah, so this is Cody, my very expensive stray cat at this point. Love him so, so much. Yeah. So that was a super long video. I didn't mean to talk this much. I say that pretty much every time, right? But yeah, so I just wanted to come in and let you guys know that things didn't go as expected with Cody, and Cody is going to be having another surgery tomorrow morning. Cody's a great boy. He's not like acting like he's in any pain or anything right now. He's just being Cody. He's up wandering around, being his normal self. So, he's a strong boy. So I'm not well, I am worried about him having surgery, but I feel a lot better about this one than I did the first one. So we'll see. So I will keep you guys updated. And after I get Cody back tomorrow, after the surgery, I'll make a quick video, hopefully, and show you guys. So I've been talking too much. So that's gonna be it for me right now. I'm going to put Cody back. I'm gonna work on my blanket a little bit more, and then I have some cleaning and just getting ready for the week now. So that's going to be it for me. I appreciate all that you guys do for me. Thank you guys so much for commenting, liking, subscribing, and all of that. And thank you for all the support helping me take care of my Cody boy because he means the world to me. So love you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.